Welcome to episode 457 of Fourth and Jawn. I'm Gail Saunders here with Mr. Prime and Tim Kincaid in the building. We're talking the 8-2 Philadelphia Eagles. What's new? We're 8-2, and the vibe is right, man. It's been a minute since we've been on. I know Thursday was the game, and it was a great atmosphere. Talking about getting another home win. I mean, it was electrifying to see the way that they won. Shout out to all the Eagle fans that partied with us pregame. A lot of people out there, a lot of different people made their way out there. Shout out to Justin Pugh, former Giant, to come to see his teammate, Saquon Barkley. Shout out to Jennifer Slade, who stopped by and made her presence felt. A lot of Eagle fans. We started out with earlier on the day. We're giving a premier shout out to our folks from the UK. Shout out to Jack and Ewan. First time ever tailgating, bumped into them in the streets. They said they were on this way to see Fourth and Jawn. I'm like, this is our group. We're about to come tailgate. These guys helped set up the tailgate. Never tailgated before. First time experience. It was a great time for them. I was pleased that we could be a part of their first tailgating experience in Philadelphia. They had a great time. But overall, I just think where the Eagles are at right now, we are in a good place. I'm not gonna say. I'm just saying good vibes. You know, if you're thinking my preseason picks, I had them at 13-4. They've had 2 losses already. You know, but I'm feeling good where this team is going. They're gelling in the right places. Rookies are making plays. A lot of role players are stepping up. Just overall, I'm just excited. Before we get into it, we have a special guest tonight. Poceans, singer, producer, rapper. He's releasing his new track. Perfect time for a trip out to LA. I don't know if you know, we're going out to LA, doing a pep rally at the Greyhound Bar and Grill, teaming up with the Swoop City and Jordan Spector. I don't know if you've seen his new artwork, but he just released the Saquon artwork. It's amazing. I'm telling you, when you see it in person, you're gonna want it. But we're going to be doing a pep rally on Friday. So get there, have a good time. With that being said, shout out to Aaron from West Coast Swoop Nation. He will also be talking about their tailgate as well. It's going to be a good time this weekend. Prime, I know you're the you're the vibes coordinator on the road and at games. How are you feeling right now? How are the vibes right now?
Yeah, I mean, definitely excited for the LA trip, man. I'm glad I'm still able to go ahead and take the trip. Listen, man, good win last Thursday night. We're back to running the East, man. Boys look good. They came together and held it down. You know, our normal MO this season, kind of sloppy in that first half, and then it's like you try to be patient and wait for that second half to hurry up and come, so you can get some more excitement out of it. And that's exactly what happened, man. It was just like, I'm sitting there, don't get me wrong, I'm sitting there in the first half biting my nails like, oh man, come on, like what's going on? Like help me understand this. But I stood in there, I really kept my, try to stay positive, and then that second half came and hey man, they exploded. You know what I mean? They came together, defense, man, I'm just so happy to talk about defense again, man. Like defense is just really killing it. They were throwing some crazy stats early today on how we were like 22, 31, 28. That's where our rankings was at in the beginning of the season. Now we're at 8, 6, 4, and then overall number 1. Like that's what I'm talking about. I mean, the last time we heard something like that was Jim Johnson days, bro. You know what I mean? Like, come on. Yeah. So excited about this defense, man. I told you, Gail, you know what I mean? Even when we're at games together, I'm always looking forward to the team deferring and giving up the ball first and getting that defense out on the field. That's how excited I am to see the defense going all the way, rest of the season, seeing them go ahead and play out. These boys are getting together, man, and props to Baum, bro. He is killing out there. MVP of that defense. Like, Tim, I know I got to keep on giving you, your props on picking that man throughout the year, but he is just out there doing his thing. You know what I mean? Like to be talking about a linebacker who's out there just like outstanding, bro. It's just crazy. But I'm glad he's playing for us. I'm glad, we made that transition in the off season to bring him here. And he's just, he's filling up the resume is killing it. He's just building and building and building. And I look forward to seeing this dude every Sunday. So I mean, yeah, bro. We back. That's all I can say.
Man, that win was so the traditional Philadelphia way, right? It was okay, little wonky. Jake Elliott, paging Jake Elliott. Get us together, Jake. Come on now. I need you to make them kicks. Besides that, man, this defense is elite. I haven't seen the most. This is probably the most balanced defense. If you look at the 22 team, that 22 team was defense, and it was like one guy getting like 10 sacks, the next guy getting like 3, and 5, 6, and then the back end held its own. This year's defense, man, is elite from the front to the back. No fly zone. You know what I'm saying? Like, can we give it up to the no fly zone? These guys held 4 receptions for 28 yards on the Commanders receivers. 4 receptions, 20 yards.
Hey man, you talk about I know. Shout out to Jesse _Wines or Jesse Wines, but Jesse _Wines. If you're looking for a graphics out there, but he put a post out there with Scary Terry, and it was a joke of being Quinyon Mitchell getting another body. And it was like it was a fake thing, but people were very upset. I'm sorry if people were offended. It was just a joke.
Well, I'm gonna finish the rest.
He's alive and well. Well, go ahead.
Sorry, Commander fans. It was just a joke. And what I do like about this Eagle defense is they're well coached by Vic Fangio. The tackling, the IQ is there, and the communication, and you get to see it between the young bulls to the old vets. This defense is just elite, man. And then I also got to give up props. I gotta give up props to Quinyon, Gail's son. Got to give up to him, man. This dude has just been balling all year and holding receivers with nothing. So I definitely. But yeah, man, it was an exciting game. It was a typical Philadelphia Eagle fashion. But there's one question I have to ask you, Gail. How was your night last night? I mean, me and Primo, we put the kids to bed, laid next to our wives, and what did you do?
Come on, man. Shout out to I mean, first of all, living in Philly is always a good thing because you never know when these Philly events arise. But shout out to Phosphoro Mezcal. Shout out to Howie in the crew. Howie is pushing a new alcohol that you can probably buy soon. It's they gave out DraftKings hosted this event. This is 11 of 130 collector's bottles. I got an opportunity to talk to Howie. Howie is he's a funny dude, man. Like he's a jokester. He's having a good time. I got to give him his flowers. I didn't give him his flowers actually, but
what about those ones right in front?
The flowers were just there. But just say I gave him his flowers, man. Howie was very excited to talk about his new endeavor. He's teaming up with Jim Cramer as well, if you know him. He gives you all the advice about the stocks and everything. But he's behind this Phosphoro. When Jason Kelsey re-signed and you saw Howie grab the bottle and they this is the same stuff. It's great, man. It's super smooth. But the event was pretty cool. Shout out to Jordan Spector. Brought me along with him. It was a good time, man. We also bumped into some other guy, Saquon Barkley. First of all, Saquon Barkley is is exactly what you think he would be if you met him. Carries himself well. His aura emanates across the room. He holds himself high. Took time with everyone. I just didn't want to be that guy to get the first picture when he arrived. I was like, I'll wait. And then he dipped out, and I was like, damn. But a great dude, man. The overall vibe at Del Frisco's, never been there before. Pretty sexy. They talked about doing other events, maybe doing our podcast there when they want to talk about some Bird Gang spirits. I'm just saying. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. That's what's up.
But it was a good time, man. A lot of all the locals, all the regulars you see on social media, all having a good time there. Jahan Dotson was there. Didn't know, half the people didn't know who he was.
Of course.
Oh, that's messed up.
I was like, that's Jahan Dotson. They're like, what is he, 18? I was like, no, he's your wide receiver 3, bro. But overall, good time, good time, and good event. But just talk about good times. It's been a good ride. I mean, I'll piggyback of what you said, Prime. The defense and Zach. I'm gonna go. Let's talk about some plays that made you say, "Damn." The Zach Bond hit on 4th and 2, phenomenal. And I always call Reed Blankenship the protractor. Other people in our comments have other comments on the chalk duck, but the way that Reed Blankenship fired away to make Jaden Daniels move the other way or whatever, and then finished up with Zach Bond. Come on, like that is what you want to see. You want to see hustle.
My son. That's my son, by the way. It's my son.
That's your son?
That's light skin. He's just light skin.
Remember I called him the Van Ginkel role? You all were laughing.
Yeah,
the Van Ginkel. He's Van Ginkel. No, he is
Evan.
Van Ginkel.
That was Evan, Mr. Evan.
But I mean, 843 Drum Legend says 8 Zach Bond, best linebacker in NFL. I mean, he's playing his best ball.
What do you mean, bro?
Think
about the fact that he never played linebacker is wild. He never got a chance. When he was with the Saints, he never got a chance, and then he comes to Philly, and Vic Fangio picks him out, and that's the one.
I mean, the man he's got talent that Vic Fangio obviously pinpointed. So
right,
for him to go ahead and give him his wings on that position, I mean, that's what's up. Like, he's seen something that definitely triggered him to go ahead and make that move, and shifted him over to the linebacker position. So, I mean, like, look, he's playing his ass off right now. So whatever it is that he did to go ahead and get Vic Fangio's attention, it worked, and it's definitely paying off.
Definitely paying off. Shout out to the OG 4th and Jawn fan, Donnie. Donnie is amazing. If you see him, make sure you anoint his with just give him gifts, because he's been here since episode 1. So whenever we see Donnie, we give him love. Donnie asked, "Did you see my boy Josh on Thursday?" We did see your boy. We took care of your boy at the tailgate. It's always good to get referrals. You see people show up and you're like, we got you. I was sent here by that's always usually how it ends.
Yeah, I gotta say I love hearing that when we're on the tailgates. When people approach us and be like, I was sent by the so and so to come and join you guys. It's always great to hear. And then I still laugh at hey, what's it cost to get in your tailgate? we can't express the free 99 more enough. You know what I'm saying? So, and then when we tell them that, it's just like they're shocked. They're like, what? Like, yeah, just come and have a good time. That's all.
See that beer over there? Take that beer. And you see that cheesesteak? Shout out to Evan Hollywood Hearn. I know he's busy working tonight, but just seeing him handle that line on by himself. Shout out to Chris.
Vibes?
Chris Lee was in the building. Vibes were great, man. Great time out there. A lot of people had a lot of good time. A little colder than normal. A lot of Eagle fans, I think, were a little shell shocked by the coldness. I don't know if it creeped up on them because it was like 70 the week before, and it's been.
It definitely creeped up.
Was it really windy? Was it a little windy? A little?
It just dropped. The weather.
Just dropped like that. On the Philadelphia Knights.
Something else that dropped. Was the percentage of hit rate on kicks from our boy Jake Elliott. Now, Jake Elliott has been a model member of the consistency gang since the last time the Eagles won a Super Bowl. I know Prime has a special relationship. They were in a commercial together, and the last time Prime had to give him a motivational speech. And now, if you were Prime in your second, if they did a second commercial, what kind of motivational speech would you be giving Jake Elliott after last Thursday?
I don't know, bro. I think I might have to be a little aggressive on this motivational
Whoa, whoa,
speech.
whoa,
You know what I mean?
Whoa.
I mean,
You
I
supposed
think
to
I
be
earned.
security with your big ass.
I think I earned that. I think I earned that. Man, I had to pull him to the side. Like, look, man, we're gonna have a talk here. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look, Jason Peters did it. Why can't I do it? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm gonna have to let him know. Like, straighten your shit out. You know what I mean? We just paid you some, good money here. Okay, because you know what I mean, we all paying for it because these ticket prices. So you getting paid well. All right, do something with that foot. I don't care what you gotta do. Go get a massage or what I mean, do something. I know where you live.
Hey,
Like,
yo.
get it together. Come on.
Hey, yo.
Nah, all jokes aside, it was funny because like a lot of people started texting me like, "Yo, call your boy, get him straight." I'm like, I don't know what more you want me to do. Like, I mean, it's kind of throwing me off too. But I mean, you gotta think about it, man. He's just doesn't seem like he's being utilized that much this year because of the choices that Nick Sirianni's making on going forth on fourth down. Maybe that plays in effect. I don't know, but hey, look, it happens. You know what I mean? I still got faith in Elliott. That's still my boy. I think, you know what I mean? He'll be all right.
Talking about be all right. Shout out to Zach. He's going to be all right. Shout out to him and his daughter who've been coming to the tailgates. They had a great time. Not only they got a tailgate, his daughter was doing some DJing, which was cool. Shout out to Tori Hoom. But they also got to meet Jason Kelsey after the game, after the tailgate. So I saw pictures of them online. I was like, man, that's just like, because it's more than just us talking Eagles football. I mean, obviously we love to talk Eagles football, but the next generation of Eagle fans, like, this is going to set her up for success in terms of her fandom. So I love to see that continue to grow. Can't get better than Jason Kelsey, hanging out with Jason Kelsey. So shout out to you guys. But Zachary's already talking. Can we re-sign Bond already? I think everybody is in that mindset. I think he talked about his renewed love, I guess, when he transferred high schools. Zach Bond, he said that he didn't really fit in or something, and once he got to his new team, he felt like he fit in. He actually played quarterback in high school too, which is but just to think about it, he's playing from a place of like, he looks comfortable. He's playing comfortable. For all you guys that are talking about, Jordan Davis sets Zach Bond up for success. Like in some of these run lanes, it allows Zach Bond to do what he needs to clean up the house. When Zach Bond Jordan Davis is clogging up some of these lanes, and Jalen Carter has been a menace. Let's talk about Jalen Carter.
Well, before we talk about Jalen Carter, I want to get back to the Jordan Davis. I got to tell you, man, I really was focusing on him on Thursday night, and I got to say, I was kind of hoping to catch up with Evan, but I'm going to have that talk with him. But like, as much as he says like, yo, Jordan Davis needs to step up, I don't know how much more he needs to step up because, bro, he is killing it. He is doing his job. He is closing up gaps, where these running backs can't get through. So I mean, that plays a big part on a lot of these plays being made. And he did that a lot on Thursday night. He was hitting that gap. He was getting double teamed. There was a few times where he even had triple team. So getting three people's attention as letting Bond do his thing or somebody else to come in, a Dean, whatever, that's crazy. So I mean, I think Jordan Davis is really doing, is doing what he's supposed to be doing, and I gave him mad props for real.
Another person that we have to give props to, 843 Drum Legend says, did anyone notice that all of Reed Blankenship's interceptions are the same? And it's leading the team in interceptions. We talk about 7 interceptions, 3 of them by Reed Blankenship. Again, we talk about sealing the deal.
That's why they call him the milk missile. He's missile. Comes in as a missile.
Yo, that shirt though that I put in the chat, the exciting whites, is wild.
The one that the shirt that him and if you guys didn't see the photo of him and Cooper DeJean walking into the stadium, they had the exciting whites T-shirt. I know Barstool is selling a T-shirt online right now, so if you guys are willing to go out and buy one, go check them out. Shout out to Kiki. She said watching the Spanish speaking announcers was audio míos.
Oy, Dios mío.
Dios
Audio
mío.
Audio mío.
Shout out.
Shout out to Brianna, who's also at the tailgate. Always a good time, man. There's Aaron Kramer. You don't recognize him from his last name, but shout out to Aaron, West Coast Swoop Nation. He's gonna be jumping on at around 7:15 to talk about his tailgate. Zachary chimes in. He says, "Y'all's tailgate is indirectly costing me hella money, though. My daughter's like, Dad, we need to go to the party in the Eagles game, and so now I'm like having to find tickets to buy every week. Hey, she's a real one, you know. She's a real one.
She is a real one.
She's a real one, man. Talk about real ones. Saquon Barkley.
Bro.
Let me. But shout out to for the last game. I wasn't sure where I was gonna go. Shout out to Helena. You might know her in the chat. She had one ticket that fell through. I bought the other one, a prime seats, and talking about the stress level of like, you know, just I was like, yeah, we're gonna work this thing out. She looks over, she's like, yo, how are they? What's gonna happen next? I'm like, we're gonna have two explosive Saquon runs, explosive plays. We're gonna have some play action from Goddard. I got the play action from Goddard. Got the explosive pass catch from Saquon, and then we got the run later on. I'm like, I couldn't have felt better about myself and Saquon. Saquon has been, he's been like, he's been one of my favorite players to play in the Eagles uniform in only 10 games. One of he's the way he carries himself, the mindset, the leadership, overall vibe, and the want to, and the I remember starting to cry at the Saints game because he was one of the only guys to like, not one of the only guys, but at that moment you could tell that he wanted it more than anybody on that field. It's contagious, man. It's contagious throughout the locker room. I feel like he really put himself in another tier again with the last game. It's like he was willing himself to score. What do you guys think about that?
I mean, I just want to say thank you, Giants. All right, reiterate. Thank you, Giants. The man is killing it. 26 attempts, 146 yards. I mean, like, yo, his interview after the game on the podium with the Thursday Night Football crew was just like one of the best things too. Like how he just conducted himself, how he spoke highly about the team, the atmosphere in that locker room, everybody feeding off of each other, and like he made it very clear that they didn't have no worries about how the season started off. It's about how they're going to go ahead and want to finish. You know what I mean? So like just hearing all that coming from him, yo, he loves it here. He loves it here, and being a part of this team. I mean, I haven't heard him like clearly say it, but I mean, he says it in his own ways where it's probably the best thing that ever happened to him. You know what I'm saying? Best thing that ever happened to him.
Bro, there was an interview he did with the I think it was it was the old wide receiver for the Lions. I can't remember his name. Now he's on Good Morning America. I can't think of his name.
Nate Burleson. Come on, man.
Yeah. Sorry. There's so many of them, bro. So many.
That's my former coworker, man. I see him in the elevator. Nice guy.
My bad. Sorry. Nice flex. Nice flex, by the way. My old,
I said old job.
Anyway.
Old job, man.
Old job. Shout out to Nate Burleson. Sorry, I forgot your name. There was a key question where he asked him. He said, "Hey, Saquon, how does it feel to be an Eagle?" And the first thing out of his mouth was, he said, "I'm free." When you got a player that says I'm free, they are happy as hell to be out where they were before. Now they're in their destination now. Like he said, I can do what I want to do. I'm free. Because he's never played with an offense like this. He's never played with an offense behind an offensive line like this. Like, you know, like when we first signed him, and I sit there and said, listen, this is going to be the CMC effect. He is going to bridge that gap and make this team so much more complete, man. It's just heaven sent, bro.
Yeah, I mean, he talks about having that money and the monetary gains and feeling safe. He's like, that's why I can do those things where I can jump over people backwards. I feel like that's when you see him speak freely. And again, I think he's a guy that speaks from his heart. He's got a lot of he's very introspective. Like he thinks about what he's internalizing, and then it's truth. It's not like it's, he doesn't have to. Like he's humble about his situation. Like
definitely humble. Yeah.
Like who hurdles another grown man backwards, and then it's just like, yeah, it's cool.
I'll never do it again.
Yeah, it's cool.
Fun fact.
You guys didn't. Well, Tim might have been able to see it, but I know, Gail, you probably didn't see it because you were on your way back home. But he gave the breakdown on what he was thinking, how he felt. Yeah. And I was like, yo, I mean, how he said he saw my man in the corner of the eye, and it was just the instinct to just jump up. And I was like, what?
But he also
was a Power Ranger. He's Superman.
But he also
we got the Superman friends. We got super friends on this damn team squad, bro.
But he also talked about the linebacker and his tendencies to do what he did. Like he knew he from film study, he knew what he was getting, which is phenomenal. Which is also,
But a fun fact, I got a fun fact for you. So you saying that he said he's willing to do that because he got paid. Fun fact: Saquon Barkley cap hit this year is tied for 436 in the league. Shout out to you, Hallie.
Beautiful. And shout out to the Giants for sitting DeAndre Jones. When Giant fans were upset with me for doing my Ric Flair dance when he got drafted, because I knew it was not going to work out. This is holla if you hear me. We're 4 or 5 years later. We're here. If you want to send me a thank you note, okay.
I just have a question. If you benched him, why didn't you put $5 million in Drew Luck and then start Vito?
I don't know, man.
I guess.
I don't know.
Not our problem.
It's not our problem. But what our
crazy.
What a good problem is to have is a phenomenal next guest. Talking about and it's just heard his amazing song. It's not even fully released yet, but I have shared it with my family. I have drove around my city with this song bumping all day. I don't even have
DJ Clue right here.
Yeah,
just a little cut that you sent me just a little while ago.
That was fun. Yeah,
I don't even have a drop top, but I wanted a drop top. I was like, can we call someone out of LA and just like, have a drop top or something? Like, can we do something with this song? But shout out to we're bringing Poceans to the stage. Make sure you follow him and show him some love. Poceans, how you doing, man? Like the track is fire, bro.
Potion, it never changes. Potion, never
your
changes. Mic is... Always having mic problems. Always having mic problems.
It's all good. We'll talk. We'll talk over his until he's ready to talk.
Well, if I'm gonna give you some clues about Potion, I'll give you some fun facts about Potion. Potion has one of the best pop collections you've ever seen.
Best pop collections?
Yes, his collection is crazy. One of the best. Oh, we still can't hear him. Still can't hear him.
Take your time, man. Don't worry. We go through this all the time with Gail. Don't worry about it.
Also,
right in.
Please go check out Potion, man. He's got some dope. He's more of a vibe. Like his stuff is a straight up total vibe. Go check him out. He's super, super dope. He did the Swoop Boy intro a couple years ago. He's super dope, man. But and he loves throwbacks. He's a very vintage guy.
Very vintage guy.
My man got a mixture of Puerto Rican and Dominican in him.
Pops is mad funny.
Okay.
Party out with them when they came to Phoenix. They were funny.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Well, I mean, we're gonna give him time to go ahead and get this stuff.
Other players that I'm gonna give a personal shout out to Evan's son, Calcaterra, for the fumble recovery.
That was my play. I was gonna say.
That was an amazing. It speaks to the. I've spoken about the hustling ability of a Van Sumeren Giants game. Hell of a block. Made two of them. This is another play where I talk about hustling, running to the ball. You can't. These are the kind of plays that are built for Super Bowl runs.
I gotta be honest about something. When they announced that Dallas Goedert was going to go ahead and come back and start the game, Calcaterra came to my mind. Like, damn, my man's been killing it, doing his thing. Now he's kind of like going back to the bench. And I'm like, what we gotta do to find a way to get Calcaterra into this game? And then like I stepped away real quick to go, handle something. And in the background, I'm hearing what happened. And once they announced that Calcaterra was the one that recovered the fumble, I said, like, look, I mean, he might not be in the game starting the way I want him to start, but his name is being broadcasted because he ended up recovering that fumble. So big ups to the hustle that he has, man. I mean, the dude is still playing lights out. I don't care what anybody says. He big come up.
But he recovers the fumble, and then he has the, again, self-awareness to do the first down after he. This is what I'm talking about. The little things. The little things. The little things. Also, what we're also talking about, again, if you haven't seen the bottom action, call to action, follow Potion at Poceans 11. Again, we're gonna bring him on again, try his audio. How are we doing today, Potion?
Professionalism.
Oh,
hey!
Y'all did it. Y'all did a job. Y'all did a great job being on your toes. I appreciate you.
Again, like we can start this. We can run it from the top again.
It's good. I mean, we definitely need the low rider for LA, and that was kind of the inspiration for the game. We going to LA, so we might as well take over SoFi. How the song say? So if we can get a Kelly Green low rider out there, maybe we need to call some people. But if we got one in the area, please bring one out. We might just have to bust it down for the video.
I got a friend in Florida that has one. And he's up in Philly now. I'm like, damn, I wish you were out in LA so we could use your low rider. I got a song for you, okay?
Hey, I can make a phone call. I can get a low rider ASAP.
From what?
I can get a low rider ASAP. I said make a phone call.
Then make a phone call.
You had a good time. Like, come on now, make the call.
Make the call then, bro.
I'll make the phone call.
Now, Potion, tell us a little bit about your background. So for the people that don't know all of your talents.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you. No, Potion, I was born and raised out here in Vegas, which is a unicorn in itself. My folks is from the Bronx out in New York. But I've done music for the last 10, 12 years, been a Philly fan since 2000, at least growing up. My pop side of the family lived in Allentown. So whenever I would go visit the family, Eagles, Flyers, Phillies, everything over there. So it kind of just fell. Been doing music, been doing voiceovers, graphics, video. We might cut some content from this if y'all need it. So just a man of many hats. So I'm more than happy to, to bear my resources for everybody. And it's been Go Birds for a very, very long time. I'm super excited for this season. I'm super excited where the team is going. We're peaking at the right time. And we got some of the best teams in the league to start to do the heat check. So I'm ready. I'm ready to go.
There you go. Okay.
Talking about heat check, also bringing in Aaron from West Coast Swoop Nation, who will also be having a dope tailgate on Sunday.
This guy.
Aaron from Swoop Nation. This guy, he's got his phone upwards like this. If you just dip like that, so we can see your beautiful face.
It only takes you about 10 years to get it right.
Shout out to Clifford the dog. Shout out to Clifford the dog.
But shout out to Aaron for setting this up today. But I just wanted, since we're gonna do a little listening party, of Potion's track, everyone can vibe out and just have a good time and listen to the release. This is like a live listener release party.
I like it.
So without further ado, we're gonna play the track from Potion. Is this able for download soon? How long do people got to wait for this?
This is exclusive. This was just a hand-to-hand. So if the people want it, let me know. We could definitely make it available like tonight, so you can get it. You know, get it warmed up. We might just have a microphone in town for
I'm telling you, on Friday we're doing a pep rally. This is going to be the theme song. I'm saying.
Let me know. Hey, if they got a mic in town, you know, I might just bless the people. So
we could. Okay, now you're talking my language. Without further ado, this track is from Pocean. It's we have a title for this.
Eagles Rams.
Eagles Rams. Let's go.
Let's go.
This is for you. Let the celebration begin.
Yeah, he was spinning it early. There you go.
Reverses it, and the pass goes into the end zone. To Nick Foles. It's a touchdown by Nick Foles.
Birds go, 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 birds go. E-A-G-L-E-S, 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 E-A-G-L-E-S. Yeah, we worldwide, how the birds fly on the west coast, take over so far. You know it's E-A-G-L-E-S, E-A-G-L-E-S. Go birds, yeah, it's go time. We on the west coast, take over so far. Pick Devontae or AJ, it's so fly. Why Barkley over there jumping so high? Oh my goodness, W's cooking. Record look good, probably why they been looking. Defense been rolling, BG got them shook. When y'all on D, Jawn, y'all been getting locked by the rookies. Jalen playing like MVP. Shouts to Zach Bond and the Kobe Dean. Gotta been spinning, Nolan been hitting. Forget week 12 Super Bowl been the mission. Twisting Rams up, LA back up. Sirianni got haircuts, now we back up. Bird gang in town, that's why traffic backed up. You see all that Kelly Green, oh yeah, that's us yelling E-A-G-L-E-S, 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 E-A-G-L-E-S. Yeah, we worldwide, how the birds fly on the west coast, take over so far. You know it's E-A-G-L-E-S, E-A-G-L-E-S. Fly, Eagles, fly, fly, Eagles, fly, fly, Eagles, fly, fly, Eagles, fly. Go, birds, 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 go.
Incomplete, and the game is over. The game is over. The
Appreciate y'all,
Philadelphia
man.
Eagles are Super Bowl champions.
Love it.
Eagles fans everywhere. This is for you. Let the celebration begin.
Oh, look.
My bro.
Who is on the keys, son? That shit is hot.
Oh, that's
Not a clue beat, son.
I know you need
Clue beat.
bro. Game in the lake. You'll do the
Reverses it, and the pass goes into the end
See here, let me
It's a touchdown by Nick Foles.
Gail, you're a terrible disc jockey, by the way. You're a terrible disc
Hey
jockey.
man, I'm a great disc jockey. First of all, I set this up.
Man is
Clue.
man
No.
of many talents.
I'm telling you, like I couldn't stop playing it. I played it for my brother.
Bro.
Played it for a couple friends. I literally drive around my neighborhood. You know when you go home and you're like I'm about to go home, but you're like let me play this track so I can just vibe out for a minute. That's what I was doing with the track.
Yeah, no, I appreciate
This-
it,
Bro, this
You
is
mean
posted,
like-
bro.
You mean like
This
old
is
school, bro? How you just go up and down the street playing the same thing? Back
Hey, we from Philly.
hey, we
ride
from
around
Canada, we used to do it all the time.
Yeah,
With the-
exactly.
With the little slant and all, yeah.
20 driving around with 20 miles per hour so everybody sees you. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on
And
now.
throw some bars in there, like I grew up on bars, so I had to sprinkle it in there. I had to drop the beat when I hit Sirianni with the haircuts. Now we back.
Yeah,
up.
that was
Still,
crazy.
like 6-0. So
Yeah.
like, come on, man, this is me.
Yeah, I'm just gonna show you love from the comments. AJ says that just gives visuals of beach, sunshine, and a tailgate vibe. Mark says he's also coming to LA this weekend. He says the anthem of LA takeover, go Birds.
Dog, thank you, Mark.
Cousin Kiki says submit this to the Eagles right away.
Hey,
I'm gonna send this to Chris Barletto. He's one of the big dogs over at the Eagles. I'm hoping if we can get this to him.
Little B-roll,
something that would be nice.
But hey, I was hoping for a I was, you know what I'm saying? Because this has been brewing.
And it's so funny. It was like, yo, it needs like an eagle thing in the background. So I threw it at the end, but I was thinking like we needed Aaron.
Yes. Yo, listen. This has been brewing. This has been brewing. Me and Aaron talked about this before the season started. But Aaron was like, yo, I'm gonna do this. He was asking me for a beat. I was like, right now, I ain't got nothing. But Aaron, Poceans, y'all did it.
We lined it up, bro. We
did. Shout out to you, Aaron.
That wasn't me. That was all P. I was in Vegas in July, and I actually got to witness P in his element, and absolute genius. Watching him, he did like 6 songs. And watching it from bottom to top, I was like, okay, I knew exactly right then this dude needs to make our West Coast anthem. And he said it last night. I saw it this morning. Immediately sent it to Gail because I know Gail's a music guy. And I sent it to a bunch of people, but Gail was the first. I sent it to my daughters. Shit slaps. Yeah, like my daughters are picky, and they're like, yo. That goes hard. Like P. You got to be on it.
I mean, people want autographs in the comments. We are definitely going to play this song on the way out as well today. This is going to be a track, but I know we're talking about West Coast vibes. I know Potion, you are going to be in LA. You are attending the tailgates. So if people want autographs, sign their foreheads, sign some babies.
I'm signing foreheads. I'm doing all that.
Okay, just one. So speaking of,
we make a video though. Can we make a video at the tailgate and if I can?
We are. It's not. It's done. It's happening. I don't know what you're talking about. It's already gonna. Yeah, it's already in the works. We got this. I've been planning this in my head for years. So this is all coming to fruition now. You can hear the energy. Like I'm
if I don't do it, so it's gonna happen.
We
do have a microphone.
We just mentioned the tailgate. Shout out to Aaron in West Coast Swoop Nation. Having a great tailgate. A lot of guests. I know Jordan Spector's going to be there as well. Tell us about your tailgate on Sunday.
So this is our 3rd year. We are doing at SoFi, obviously, Pink Lot. We have cheesesteaks from Booze. If you're ever in LA and Koreatown, shout out to Booze. Phenomenal cheesesteaks. Surf. We got Surfside hooked us up. There you go. Shout out to Surfside. They hooked us up with a bunch of cases of alcohol. Shout out to DJ Psycho. When you guys hear this dude spin, he brings you back to like the 90s. Homeboy is phenomenal when it comes to spinning, so had to lock him in. We've got 4th and Jawn. We've got Yankee Bird. We've got Jordan Spector. We've got Malik Joe coming by. We've got my partner, Robert. He's the host over at the Harp End. Shout out to OC Philly fans and Dana and all of them out there in OC, Harp End. Check them out if you're ever in Costa Mesa. But it's a vibe. King's been there. We partnered up the past couple years, and we make it where we want it to be like a clubhouse. Just come and hang out and vibe, and you get to see people you see on social media, but you never met in person. And you just get to hang out with them and have some fun, talk about the Eagles, eat some good food, have some good cocktails, which, by the way, we will have a huge jug of the Philly special. So y'all know about that. It's dangerous, but delicious at the same time.
Very nice, man. Shout out to Rob. He's in the photo next to it. Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a great time. SoFi is like, I tell people, the SoFi Stadium is like what you think a stadium in heaven would look like. It's just perfect lines. It's just perfect space. They got the screen up top. One of my top favorite stadiums to visit. Kind of, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of went back to the link after I went and seen SoFi last year. I was like, I think we need to upgrade.
Yeah.
Just thinking we didn't need an upgrade, but I'm just saying. So I mean, overall, I'll go with you, Potion. The vibes in LA, what you're expecting out of the Eagles. I mean, are you excited about this game? And what do you think the Eagles have being 8-2? I mean, what do you think about the 6-game win streak?
I'm excited about specifically going back to LA. It's funny, my very first game, which is crazy just to be at a game, was at Coliseum during the bowl run when we whooped on them. I think it was 35-33 when Carson went down with the ACL. So I seen that thing live front to back. So that was like my first just in-person experience at the game. I can't wait to go to SoFi. 8-2. It doesn't feel like last year's 11, where we're just like kind of squeaking by, but we know like we're just going to end up tripping at some point. Like, this feels solid, and we got, I think, a lot of the kinks and the works out of the way in the first 4 weeks. Like how Saquon said, we treated it like it was preseason, and then now it's go time. Defense is playing lights out. Q might be cornerback, number one quarterback in the whole league right now. Like, the way he's doing these wide receiver ones is disgusting. Linebackers are playing solid. We need to sign Billboard Bond like yesterday, just to make sure that he's good to go. Line's going crazy. And offense, I think we're finding our identity. Like, I've always wanted to be a running team just because we got the best line and we could push fools out the way. It takes a little more technique to kind of be Lane Johnson and, be able to block a pass rush. But I think we find our identity. Kellen Moore is doing Kellen Moore things finally. And maybe Sirianni might have taken a step back with the haircut, but I think everything is right in tune. This is going to be a good sneaky game on the road. And then we prep up for, the Steelers and the Ravens coming up next. But I don't want to look too far ahead. We got a big game this weekend coming up.
One game at a time. We'll take one game at a time. But I think stacking wins has always been the way. I mean, I obviously, I think the way they're moving has just been tremendous. You talk about the running game, and we've talked on this podcast. We talked about it being their identity at the beginning of the season. We're like, it's okay to run the rock and be. You see it's our strength, and Saquon's been amazing. Aaron, I know you're on the West Coast. It's your first time in a while to see your Birds on the West Coast. What's that feeling like, knowing that you're gonna get to see your Eagles play the Rams this week?
Beyond, this is early Christmas for me. I look forward to this. I plan it out because usually it's in rotation. We play the divisions every 4 years, but we've been blessed to have the Eagles last year, this year, and then they play the Chargers next year. So being that we are West Coast Soup Nation, I feel it's my duty to welcome the East Coast fam and do a tailgate. And this is why we do our tailgate, because we want that East Coast, West Coast to join up and vibe out, man, and just have some fun. And this game, you guys have been talking about Saquon, and Gail mentioned he teared up. I was beyond happy when we signed him. I love Saquon when he played for Penn State. So I can finally see him play live. You guys are blessed. I think some of y'all are selfish out there in Philly and don't appreciate how many times you get to see the Eagles, whereas us West Coasters, we have to wait. So I'm beyond excited. I'm excited to see his son too, and see how he fares up. He's going against a couple solid receivers, so this is a fun game, man. Don't sleep on the Rams. Joe,
bro. He's been going up against solid receivers.
Mike Evans, all of them.
Piece of cake.
Started with Mike. Now Mike
you don't
knows.
need to mansplain me, okay? I get it, Born. I'm just saying this is going to be fun. This is going to be a good time. Trying to church up the game.
Now, the cool thing about what you guys do on the West Coast versus what we do on the East Coast is like I didn't really know, like a lot of the times when I talk to West Coast Eagle fans, it's like, they want to be recognized, and we do recognize Eagle fans from all over the world. Again, from Brazil to like again, like we just said, we just had Eagle fans like Jack, who was inspired by Fletcher Cox to be being an Eagle fan, and him and his friends showed up. So we're fortunate to get to see Eagle fans all over the world, and the West Coast Eagle fans, man, they rep hard, and it's so great to see you guys get to see the Eagles in your backyard, which is cool, man. Which is a good time, and I feel like I didn't realize, you say you were Eagle fans are spoiled on the East Coast, and I it's true. Like people will live 5 minutes away from the stadium or 10 minutes from the stadium, don't go to Eagle events or don't really support as hard as Eagle fans all over the country, all over the world. It's like, it's weird, but it's good to see.
No, I mean, I definitely am one to feel for you guys. I mean, the fact that you guys love our birds on that side of the country is wild. You know what I mean? I've expressed this more than enough times to you, Aaron. Like, y'all rep to the fullest. Keep repping the way y'all do, man. We fans over here definitely appreciate you fans over there, you know what I mean? Because it spreads. It spreads throughout the country and everything. And when I link up with you, man, like it's a party every time. It's a party every time. You know what I mean? We get to talk birds. I see the excitement in you all the time. Poceans, this is going to be my first time meeting up with you in LA. Looking forward to it, bro. But I mean, like, we're going to show you how we get down. It's going to be a great time. I'm really looking forward to it, man. Big ups on this song. You killed it. You know what I mean? And I'm going to tell you, I definitely repped it. Gail just sent it to me. And as soon as I put it on, you know what I mean? Like, the lyrics was on point. And I blasted the radio. I was good. So, I mean, like, a lot of these comments that are in here, I'm definitely going to go ahead and be one to rock this thing out. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to linking up with you guys this weekend.
Same, brother. Same.
Definitely. What's crazy about this whole situation is all of us are from, well, I'm from the East Coast, but I live on the West Coast now. And just every time I go to Cali, I didn't know we had that much love. I really didn't. Until I met Aaron, I met the rest of the West Coast Swoop Nation. I'm like the original Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I just didn't move to Beverly Hills. I moved to Tucson, Arizona. And when I tell you I was by myself fighting, battling against Cowboy fans, being from Jersey and Philly, like it's so dope to see you guys, especially Aaron. Every time you see Aaron, it's like oozing out of his skin, bro. Green. You know what I mean? He turns into the Hulk when he sees that eagle, that bird. And Potion, bro, you killed it, man. Like, you know what it is. Every time I see you, we always chopping it up and having fun. So it's super dope, man. Appreciate you guys.
We appreciate the love, man. Like, for real, the love that we've gotten from 4th and John since we started West Coast Swoop Nation. Honestly, we probably wouldn't be where we are if it wasn't for you guys and your motivation and your support. So thank y'all, man. We can't thank y'all enough.
No, at the end of the day, man, from the beginning, just the beginning of starting 4th and John, it's all about bringing Eagle fans together. Yes, I don't care where you're from. If you like the Eagles like we like the Eagles, and you like to show up like we show up, and like to get down like we get down, then the vibe is gonna be consistently there for the Eagles, and that's the team that we rep, man. Like, I don't, I don't care if you're from Philly or if you're from, I don't know, it doesn't really matter as long as you rep the birds. It's always great energy, man. It's always great energy when you see each other. Like, we saw Justin Pugh at our tailgate, and he's a former Giant. The fact that he was here to rep for Saquon Barkley shows you what kind of he's and Justin Pugh grew up in this area. You could tell playing for the Giants, he still had the Eagle love in him, and that was great to see. But Robert says, I'm here in South Carolina, and there are a lot of Eagles fans. There's a lot of Eagle fans in different pockets. We have Eagle fans in Tampa. We got Eagle fans in AZ. They have a great group out there, but it's awesome to see. Yeah, man. Speaking of awesome to see, shout out to Underdog Fantasy. Now, if you guys haven't got your entries in there, man, Underdog Fantasy is the way to go. You can use our code word, Jawn. It's not that hard. Underdog is the best place to play champion. So sign up and deposit now using your promo code Jawn to get up 1,000 in bonus cash instantly. Talking about some of the things that you could potentially play. I'm talking about if you want to give Eagle fans an opportunity to give them an idea to make some money, what would be some of them plays? I'm going to say successfully getting, I say 3 tush pushes against the Rams.
Okay. I put an entry in for Kyrie Williams under 40.
Under 40. How about I'm a Cooper Cup under 100 yards.
I was going to say your son's going to go ahead and shut him down.
I was going to say his son's going to get a pick.
Whoa, hold up.
No,
That's a matchup we got to talk about though. Like that's who's guarding who? It's Cooper guarding Cooper. Like, are we doing this Spider-Man meme? Or what are we doing?
Oh,
we might see some white on white crime.
You're bugging.
And,
You're
Cooper
bugging.
DeJohn. Cooper,
bugging.
you all
Hey,
talking about the
shout
black on
out.
black. You talking about the black on black crime out here, but the white on
Vanilla
white crime.
wafers.
Say it. Somebody
Hey, sponsorships, thank you. We don't. He didn't mean that.
You got it out the way. That's why
The vanilla wafers.
But again, man, I'm just saying.
That's hilarious.
If you want to shout out to Underdog Fantasy, make sure you go check those guys out. Always a good time, man. If we're gonna be, we gotta talk about the legal disclaimer. Must be 18 plus, 19 plus in Alabama, Nebraska, 19 plus in Colorado for some games, 21 plus in Massachusetts, Arizona. I'm present in the state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Void in Colorado. Concerned with your play, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. AZ 1-800-NEXT-STEP, 1-800-639-8783, or text next step to 53342. New York, call the 24/7 Hope line at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Shout out to Underdog.
Yeah, I mean, overall, we like to have fun in here on the show. I mean, who's going to be your offensive MVP versus the Rams? We're going to speak into existence. We're going to pick your player that you think offensively is going to be the MVP. We're going to start with Potion.
I think, as obvious as it'll go, Saquon Barkley, 100 all-purpose. It will probably be a short game for him. I'm thinking he's going to do 125, maybe 150, just to be nice. But I think it's going to get nasty.
So that's something you would that'd be a play on Underdog Fantasy over 125 total yards.
Over 125 total, they'll probably give you a plus because he's probably expected like maybe 90, 95 like rush. Maybe they do rushing receiving like 120, 125, but I think he's going to hit all those.
Potion is a professional. Anyway, we'll go with you, Aaron.
You know what? I'm gonna go with Smitty. I'm gonna say 85 yards, 2 touchdowns. Smitty. That's what I'm going with.
Okay, you said
He's due.
Smitty. Okay,
Yeah, he's due.
Tim, who do you use your offensive MVP?
My offensive MVP, I believe this is going to be a Dallas Goedert game. I think he's going to have about 2 touchdowns with 65 yards. Red zone threat. Interesting.
Prime is thinking, man.
Nah, I mean, I was going the wide receiver route, and Aaron obviously took my dude, but I'll go the other route, man. I think it's either AJ or Devontae game. I see those guys really killing it because who in their secondary is going to stop these two? That's just how I feel. So
Cam
somebody's
Kitchens
bound
is
to go
pretty
ahead
good.
and have that game. So you say
you sound a little scared, Tim.
There we go. Every time I say,
you should have.
Y'all be bugging, man. Y'all be bugging.
Stay quiet, bro.
First of all, you know what? When I see you, I'm gonna barrel the shit out you when I see you.
Hey, speaking of when he sees you, Steve says he's finally going to get to meet you in LA.
I thought he was in New Orleans. No? Okay.
Steve just said, does this mean I get to meet Tim this time?
Oh, pleasure to meet you, my guy. I'll meet you in LA.
You can't meet him unless you've met him first.
I said it's going to be a pleasure to meet him. It's going to be a pleasure to meet him. Good Lord, bro.
We don't even know where this is going, bro.
Oh,
Hey.
so my offensive MVP is definitely Saquon. Saquon is he's that dude, man. He's that dude. He's the man of the hour right now. He could run for mayor right now. I thought Jalen could win mayor, but I think Saquon right now, it's got the juice right now.
Shockingly, you didn't say Jalen Hurts.
But I just think the Eagles need to stick to the running game, man. And there's no. I always feel like at any given moment, in every single game that we played since we've had Saquon, that he could break one off at any time in the game. And I always feel comfortable knowing that, like, as soon as we chip, and by the time we take their soul in the third quarter, he's going to break one, and then he's going to break another one. And then as soon as you worry about Saquon, you hit your boy AJ and Devontae for the shots. It's not even like, if that's the recipe, then that's the recipe.
And that should be like that. That usually works. Run sets up the pass, and I've never felt better about like a running back since Shady. And Shady always had that cut. He always changed the direction. I think it's Saquon is just the power he gives coming out of whatever cut. He can still break down, but bro, how many people has he just rammed into just this year?
He just keeps lowering. Yeah, he's lowering that shoulder more and more lately. So
now, defensive MVP, Aaron. Before you get out of here, who's your defensive MVP?
Oh, well, I mean, Quinion. I want him to get that. He has to get that pick. He's got to. It's time, and to get it on someone like a cut would be ginormous. So yeah, you know what? We're going with Gail's son.
All right. I'm not his dad in real life. Just letting everyone know that.
My bad. Quinion.
Potion.
Just in case.
Potion, defensive MVP.
I'm gonna go Billboard Bond. I think he just strengthens the core. He just keeps leading the team. I would like to throw a little co-MVP maybe to Nolan. I would like to see Nolan. So he's been getting close, and being in Vic's system now, he's been running. Like, his cuts are way better. He's not just off the screen or getting pushed away. Like, I think he might be due for like 2, maybe 3 sacks.
Okay. I like that. I like Nolan Smith. He's been talk about he's had a sack in each of the last couple of games, and I feel like there's like a belief system once you understand that you can do something at this level. I think, I feel like he's at better health this year. And again, I like that one. Tim, what do you have? And hopefully you're not scared of someone.
I'm picking my son because he sounds like one. Zach Bond. That's what I'm picking. Zach Bond.
I've been singing a lot of it's the Bond Thugs and Harmony. Bun bun bun. Gonna miss everybody. We could do a track.
Don't ever do that again, bro.
Thank you. I've been telling that.
I'll do it when I want to. Prime, who's your defensive MVP?
I'm gonna go with the other person that's been getting sacks game after game after game, and that's Josh Sweat, bro. I think Josh Sweat is gonna have a breakout game. He's doing his thing. Yeah, I mean that play, if that play time really comes through this Sunday, it possibly I see 2.
Okay. Sean in the comments saying Jalen Carter for my defensive player. Offensively, he said Smitty. Sports King gave a Hurts will be MVP. We had Michael Mitchell who said Barkley's going to be our offensive MVP. I think you're just talking about some players on their end. Obviously, Cooper Kupp is Cooper Kupp. He's dealt with some injuries. You've seen what the offense looks like without him. You've seen what the offense looks like without Puka Nacua. But I do think in terms of quarterback play, Matt Stafford is one of those guys, upper echelon of like arm talent. He throw the rock all over the field. Not the most elusive. He's not going to get away from you. And this is where, if I'm talking about my defensive MVP, this is where Jalen Carter thrives. If you did not go to SoFi last year, you didn't get to – well, you might have saw it on TV, but like on the big screen when it just happened, he threw down Matthew Stafford in a violent way where Matthew Stafford got up and was like, "What car just hit me?" I mean, what do you think about Matt Stafford?
I mean, you
Statue.
can't take nothing away from the dude. I mean, he's cliche, you know what I mean? But what kind of Matthew Stafford are you going to get on Sunday? It's either he's going to be on point or he's going to be way off. I mean, if that defense finds a way to go ahead and rattle him, I see him being off, and you know what I mean. And then we got the best of him, so that's just the game plan. Just go in there, rattle him up, and it's a wrap.
I think Matt Stafford, man, he can sling that ball, and sidearm, angle throws, and he's got some talented wide receivers there. And the running back is the only person I'm like worried about is Puka Nacua. I'm worried about him, and that's just because he can move around. So can Coop.
There goes Tim being scared again.
Here you go. Always gotta be scared, bro.
I mean, Puka Nacua, like I was high on Puka Nacua at the Senior Bowl during draft season. It's funny because he got hurt at the Senior Bowl, and that was his MO.
Did?
Yeah, he got hurt at the Senior Bowl, and he ends up getting drafted later. We all know he was like, I believe, a 5-star prospect at Washington. Ends up going to BYU, balling out, but still got injured. But I think we saw what he did to James Bradbury, undressed him in LA. And kind of that happened as the season went on. But I think if Jared Verse, who's also in contention for Rookie of the Year, if you followed our draft coverage, Jared Verse was one of my guys. To see him succeed means that I should be getting a draft job. Anyone want to hire? But Jared Verse, I think he's pretty talented. What do you guys think about Jared Verse's play this year?
I guess I got to catch up. Haven't even looked at any of them.
Come on,
honestly.
man.
Yeah.
I got a rookie on my team that's got all my attention, bro. Sorry.
I'm gonna put it like this. He's probably they're saying that he's gonna get the defensive rookie of the year. And Quinn, y'all got something to say about it. But this Jared Verse, bro, game wrecker coming off the edge. Also have what was the defensive tackle, the inside defensive tackle I was talking about at the Senior Bowl from Boston, is it Boston College that went to LA? I can't remember his name. Good Lord, that's going to kill me. But those two they've been tag teaming quarterbacks. So Jared Verse and Cam Kitchens, those guys, they got something. They got a little talent, man. They got something going on with the Rams. I don't think it's enough to beat us, though.
Now, if we're going to go 3 keys to victory, we'll start with you, Potion. 3 keys to victory. I mean, Potion is like a seasoned veteran. I don't know if you've done podcasting before, but, bro, just I mean, the stage is yours. 3 keys to victory from Potion.
3 keys. Drive us home to victory. Like you said, Stafford can – I would trust Stafford to win a game-winning drive or at least lead a drive that looks, threatening. So I'd say first one is get to Stafford early. We got to get in the backfield, whether it's tackle for loss, sack. Let's get a turnover. I don't want what's their coach's name? I don't want him game planning us because he's Sean McVay is a very cerebral coach. Good at clock management, good at situational football. Like, I don't want to put him in a situation where he has a chance to win. We got to close this out, get some first quarter points, which has been a struggle all year for whatever reason, but hopefully not as of late. But let's get Stafford coming from behind. I don't want them with a lead. I don't want us trying to come back. Second key, feed the rock. We've got the best the best line in the league for God knows how long, and it's always been like that. We've always invested in the trenches. Feed Saquon the rock, get him on the outside. I don't think we need a game plan too crazy. Like, they've got threatening players and threatening tendencies, but I don't see any game breakers with at least how Kupp has been injured and can either ball out or same with Stafford, either ball out or not go crazy. But feed the rock, play it simple, go into the pass, and let's not out coach ourselves for the third one. We're on a 6-game win streak. We don't got to do nothing crazy. Am I mad about the double reverse pass attempt last week? Maybe. I mean, we could use some trickery here and there. I don't know if that was the best spot for it.
Throw that shit out the
window, bro. As soon as he snapped, I'm like, come on, bro. It's not the time nor the place for this right now. So keep it simple, stupid. Like, just let Kellen do his thing, let Vic do his thing, and when the camera's on by Nick, go ahead and shake your head and do it again, and let's get home with this dub.
How about you, Tim? Keys to victory.
Yeah, keys to victory, man. Running game, get it going, and I want to see a little bit more Gainwell. He's a perfect number two. So
You
I
want
like
to see more.
I want to see more. I definitely want to see more. Not saying that he needs to get the ball all the time, but motion. Two running back, two pony position. That's what I like to see.
Some pony.
Yeah, some pony. And keep the ball. Keep the ball. Keep away. Play keep away. Take the time. Yeah. Shed that time. Oh, my bad.
Is that your third?
No, that's one. Just cut me off.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
No, you good. No, go ahead, Primo.
Go ahead, bro.
No, you good. You good.
No, he was done. No,
Go ahead, bro.
No, go ahead.
I'm
gonna put him on blast. Go ahead.
Yeah,
No, don't put me on blast. You're the one that did it. No, you made me forget. You made me forget. And then you try to put me on solo? You bugging. This man is bugging.
The time management is going to play a big factor going up against Matthew Stafford. You got to control that ball a whole lot. Don't give him no opportunity. Which leads to my second. You gotta, like I mentioned earlier, man, you gotta rattle him. Once you rattle him, he's lost. Then you get that Matthew Stafford that you want to see, because you don't want to see the other one. When Matthew Stafford is on point, he's on point. So I'm not even trying to go take this trip all the way to the west side to see that man do his thing. And then Saquon, like everybody mentioned, you got to keep running this rock, man. He is doing his damn thing. So let's not get away from it. I know we keep on as fans emphasizing week after week after week, run the ball. Let's just keep it going. This needs to be it needs to be committed to a run first offense. These guys are doing their thing. Saquon is doing his thing. Just keep it consistent. And we're gonna come out of Sunday with a victory, and I'm looking forward to it, man.
Now, Liz, seconds your emotions. She says, "Feed Saquon." Tim, did you have your other two?
Nope.
This guy.
You made me forget.
Right.
You made me forget.
My three keys to victory for the Eagles. You have to play your game. My thing is, it's all about just physical, running the rock, turnover free. And we're talking about the Rams who get turnover. They've won the turnover battle this season. I think they struggled against I'm not gonna say struggle, but they 3-7 Patriot team hung in there. So I think it's an opportunity for them to see a litmus test to see who they are, because the Eagles they won the last 6 of 7 versus the Rams. I think I do believe that Stafford is a great quarterback, arm talent, everything, but we have the perfect match in Jalen Carter. The quickest way to a quarterback is between the A and B gaps, and I think those guards that you've seen all these guards that we've gone against get thrown around like rag dolls. That is going to continue to happen this week, and it's not even a flex. These are facts. Go watch the film. Jalen Carter has been a menace. We're almost going to be we're almost out of here, but before we get out of here, we're gonna do a say it with your chest, and then we're gonna ride it out with the amazing track from Potion. But we're gonna do a say it with your chest before we get out of here. We'd like to say it with your chest. Now, Potion, if you got something to say, you say it. Like, it could be anything. I want you to say it with your chest for the top. If you got something you want to, you can promote something, anything you want, but I'd love you to say it with your chest.
Man, I'm gonna keep it green, man. This team is for real. Like, this is one of the better feelings that I've gotten, like, since the 17 team. We always have a Super Bowl hangover occur a lot of times in the league, and now I think we got the right pieces, the right situations, the right amount of experience. Like, take advantage and watch every game, watch every play, because I fondly remember first time going to the Eagles bar in 2017. I remember every single game, and it ended up with the trophy in our hands. This is a special time, and I think we we can all agree sometimes we're spoiled with the amount of talent and the amount of games that we get to watch, and they're good games. You could be a Browns fan right now. You could be a Raiders fan right now. You could be a fan of a lot of other teams that are struggling internally, externally. We got some real going on. So I cannot wait to see y'all on Sunday for game day.
Sir, say we chest him.
Yo, shout out to Jalen Hurts for his foundation. TDs for AC. Kids in Philadelphia getting ACs every touchdown that he gets. Shout out to him, man. That's super, super dope. So giving back and staying humble and being an athlete is something I commend to. So yeah.
Say we chest Primo.
Yeah, so I mean, I think the crunch pretty much started against Washington this past Thursday night. We need to get our respect that we deserve, and you know, we got Washington, we got LA, we got Baltimore, we got Steelers. Once we go ahead and do our job against these teams, give us the respect that we definitely deserve. I mean, I don't know what more it takes, but hey, it's definitely earned. The defense is doing their thing; they need to continue doing their thing, and we need to hear more about our Philadelphia Eagles than the sorry ass Cowboys, 49ers, who are crumbling, but they still want to go ahead and give these guys the attention. It's all good. I'm all for it, but you know, I mean, sooner or later, you're going to have to start talking the real deal, and we are the real deal. We're showing it more and more.
I mean, you could choose to listen to Nick Wrong or Nick Wright or whatever his name is, or you could just choose to listen to Eagle Podcasts, who actually follow the team, who understand and follow this team all over the country. But say what your chest moment is, show out for your Eagles, man. You take no opponent lightly. You show up. You flip the stadium on these teams. That is always a mind fuck for all these teams when they see their own stadium get flipped by Eagle fans. We went out there last year. We did it. We did it at New Orleans. We've done it at a lot of stadiums. We do it at the New York Giants Stadium. It's happened everywhere. So I think make sure you guys show up and show out. You know, shout out to Philly Sports Trips, who's doing a couple events out there. They got a tailgate. They have a pep rally on Saturday. Shout out to the guys from Jordan Spector. Shout out to Swoop City. Shout out to the Greyhound Bar and Grill in Lowski. Shout out to Jesse _Wines for this fire graphic. We appreciate him for all his talents. But before we get out, we're just going to ride out to this amazing song by Poceans. If you don't know where to follow him at, if you want to ask him where you can get the track, his link, his handle is right here. We appreciate you for joining us, man. And your talent is super duper amazing.
No, I appreciate y'all for the opportunity to come on here and just, you know, talk some game. I've been following y'all for longer than you think. So I appreciate even just the opportunity to you know, bring my opportunities to somebody else. And, you know, take it a day at a time, take it a game at a time. You can run that joint because we definitely going to be running it all weekend long. Tim, get the lowrider, please.
I got you. I'm gonna get on that. I'm gonna get on that right now. Right
now. Shout out to all you Eagle fans in the comments. We appreciate you as more than you know. We always love your support, always love your feedback. And if you're in LA, get there soon. Prime, you have something to say?
Yes, real quick. I just want to give a quick shout out to our newest sponsor who's going to be supporting us at our home tailgates with the cheesesteaks. That's Safelli's Pizza. If you guys ever want to go and try out Safelli Pizza, hit your boy up. I'll get you there. I'll even meet you guys there. They got great pizza, great cheesesteaks, nice little mom and pop shop. But big thank you to Frank. You know, I mean, had a conversation with him. He's definitely a follower of the podcast. He's a big Eagles fan. And, you know, I mean, my family gives to him and he's all about giving us right back. So I appreciate you, Frank. And I'm sorry, just want to go ahead and say a big ups to my sister-in-law. I want to thank everybody who reached out to me this past week. It's been a rough couple weeks. I'm trying to keep my composure here, but it's been a rough couple weeks. I want to give a big shout out to my sister-in-law and my brother-in-law, Kevin. I love you guys. This is going to be a rough road, but we're going to get through this. We're here to support you. I want to thank everybody who's reached out, give their loves. All prayers are definitely needed and are definitely appreciated. Just going to keep it at that. Just keep sending them our way. We really could use it at this moment, but we're gonna be all right. I love you. All right, we got this. Okay. All right, so my bad.
We are all with you, Prime, and shout out to your family as well. Shout out to Bud Light and Red Bull for holding down the tailgate as well. And Red Bull, we appreciate you guys as always. And now, last but not least, we're gonna play the track. Make sure you follow Potion at Poceans11 and go Birds. And here we go.
Birds go, 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 birds go. E-A-G-L-E-S, 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 E-A-G-L-E-S. Yeah, we worldwide. How the birds fly on the West Coast. Take over so far. You know it's E-A-G-L-E-S. E-A-G-L-E-S. Go Birds, yeah, it's go time. We on the West Coast, take over so far. Pick Devontae or AJ, it's so fly. Why Barkley over there jumping so high? Oh my goodness, the beats cooking. Record look good, probably why they been looking. Defense been rolling, BG got them shook. When y'all on a D, Jawn, y'all been getting locked by the rookies. Jalen playing like MVP. Shouts to Zach Bond and the Kobe Dean. Gotta been spinning, Nolan been hitting. Forget week 12, Super Bowl been the mission. Twisting, Rams up, LA back up. Sirianni got haircuts, now we back up. Bird gang in town, that's why traffic backed up. You see all that Kelly Green, oh yeah, that's us. Yelling E-A-G-L-E-S, 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 E-A-G-L-E-S. Yeah, we worldwide, how the birds fly on the West Coast, take over so far. You know it's E-A-G-L-E-S, E-A-G-L-E-S. Fly, Eagles, fly. Fly, Eagles, fly. Fly, Eagles, fly. Fly, Eagles, fly. Go, birds, 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 go.
Incomplete, and the game is over. The game is over. The Philadelphia Eagles are Super Bowl champions. Eagles fans everywhere, this is for you. Let the celebration begin.
Bruce Banner with the comment of the year.
Facts. Facts. I think this is can this be the outro?
Go Birds. We'll see y'all in the next one. As always, fly, Eagles.
Go Birds.